to Sister Tales.
Today we're going to Gateway Classic Cars and we're going to learn about Henry Ford and how his car, the Ford, changed history.
Dun dun dun!
It's going to be really cool, and we're going to see a lot of other random cars along the way, but they're all going to be really cool and have really cool features.
Yeah.
So, have fun!
On our adventure!
This is a Model T, and it is one of the cars that changed history, like we were saying in the intro, because when Ford was building the Model T, he built it specifically for farmers, and he was trying to make it cheaper so that they could buy it, because all the farmers didn't have very much money, so they couldn't buy cars, so they had to walk everywhere, but he wanted them to be able to have cars. So he thought of an assembly line, and the first assembly line, he had one of the workers tie a rope to a line of cars and pull it across the floor. And at each car, a couple, like 3 workers or something, they would all put whatever part they're specialized in and then move on to the next car and put the other part in. And that made it a lot cheaper. Ford also had sub-assembly lines where assembly line for each part getting built and then the parts getting put on the car. And then the car was done, so farmers could actually buy it. And that's now we use assembly lines for most cars today.
In 1919, Gateway Classic Cars originated in Fairmont City, Illinois. In 2014, it moved to its current building only 16 miles away from the real Gateway Arch. Gateway Classic Cars headquarters is 86,000 square feet and has over 100 classical and collector's cars.
What do you think? Think you could ride in a seat like that?
Yeah, I want to ride in that.
I would love to.
Can we get a car like that? I'll ride that.
You want to get the whole...
Although I doubt Mom would let us ride back there.
Spy on people who are in the back seat, Jane.
I don't think Mom would let us ride in the back seat though.
Pretty interesting, huh?
Yeah.
This car looks kind of like a Ford, but it's actually a Chevrolet. This car was made in 1925. Instead of the side windows, then it just has this little pane of glass with a little decoration on it. The rearview mirror is all the way up here, instead of right here, where it usually is on cars today. This is an example of a slightly newer Chevy with more like larger wheel wells, and I think it might have more space inside. This one is from 1934.
I think this car is really interesting because it has a trunk here, and that looks like an extra little place for seating because it just looks like a little car, but if you actually look inside the trunk, the windows are just on the outside. Then it's just a trunk, a second trunk, I guess for luggage. This car is a 2000 Porsche, and it has crazy yellow lights. And these cars are also for sale, so if you want a car like this, you can come buy them. But this one's $19,000. If you have $19,000 laying around and you want a cool car, come buy this one. You may have noticed a lot of the cars here are very rounded, and this one's the same, although it's a truck instead of a car. It's Chevy. It's got like a console in between the 2 front seats. It's really wide. Oh, it's got the same in the back. This is actually only a 4-person vehicle. It looks like a 10-person vehicle or something. It's modeled after an armored vehicle. Look at the back, Dad. You can't even see in the trunk. This is another truck. This is the front. It's got a hook with rope. This is a 1946 Ford pickup truck, and it looks about the same as a car, although in truck form. And the wood accents are really nice.
Cool.
This is a 1970 Ford. Got a small back seat.
In 1903, Henry Ford and 11 other investors created the original company, and then in 1919, Henry Ford gained control of the entire company and renamed it Ford. Yay!
Hey look, there's some of the characters from Disney Cars.
The hood's not actually open on this car, but one of the ways that the Model T was, it changed the car industry was to make it lighter. Then they actually cast the engine in one piece instead of the three pieces that it used to be cast in, which made it lighter and less expensive and also easier to assemble. I think that this car would have to be my favorite one because, mainly because the outside looks really cool, but also the inside looks really big and comfy. Look at how much legroom and seat space there is. I think this would be an awesome car to drive down the road in.
This was my favorite car. It's a 1944 Deluxe, and it's purple on the outside. It's got really cool seats, and it's $77,000. It's really nice, and the seats look really comfy, and it's a convertible. It's pretty cool. It's got a little bumper on the back. It's got little armrests. I really like the steering wheel. It's pretty cool. I also think these little ones with the trailers are really cute and cool. Just like a little two-seater with the trailer. And I also really like the one with the fold-up seat thing in the back. That was really fun, and there were a lot of cool cars there.
Yeah. If you want to see more cool cars, go over to Gateway Classic Cars' own YouTube channel where they feature, millions of cars probably. It's right here. Ding, ding, ding. If you want to look at it. and they've got some really cool cars.
They have different playlists for like the St. Louis showroom, which we went to, which is all the cars that you can go to if you're visiting St. Louis. And so the ones there will probably be the ones you see on the video. And I think there's one in like Colorado and stuff. But there are a lot of showrooms and a lot of cool cars to watch. So don't miss out.
Bye. This is
Pre-intro.
pre-intro hairstyle. I need my little green brush. I think it's still in the car.
You guys probably want to see yourself.
Found it.
There, you see yourself.
Ah. And me. Excuse me.
It's a boy.
This car is a Chevrolet Suburban.